What's going on? My name is FreeRunnerX10 and welcome back to some Arma Free Exile. Now in this part I'm currently sat on a hill overwatching the Zelenogorsk military outpost. Now on this server, Zelenogorsk is not only a military outpost but it's a spawn point. So Bambis like to spawn in and try and get gear to kill other players, but also like to get that gear and then take it to the nearest trader, which I believe is Kamenka, to sell it and earn money. Now what I'm actually trying to do is wait for a Bambi to pick up a gun, because once they pick up a gun they are no longer a Bambi and then you can kill them and earn respect. And in turn respect is used to upgrade territory. Now if you haven't seen the previous part 4, I recommend you do so. There's an annotation on screen right now, click it and it will take you to that part. But basically what happens in the beginning of part 4 is I managed to get a double kill on a passing by car. Now it turns out the driver of that car was a player called Swizz. Now Swizz comes up behind me on this hill and kills me. I'm getting shot, I'm dead. Now all's fair in love and war, he had the advantage, my positioning was really bad, so that was a fair kill. I decided to respawn back in and head back to my body. Okay, so let's hold up. What actually happened there? Well, I went back to get my body, and it turns out Swizz had placed down an IED on my body. That was a big mistake, because what happens after that as a consequence is far greater than him killing me and booby trapping my body. Now, if you're playing on a server that shows who's killed who from what distance, it is a bad idea to booby trap a large group player's body and then run to your base. In this case, this is what Swizz did, and we roughly knew there was a base around 600 meters away, and we suspected that it was his base, and we ended up going searching for it. And after a few minutes of searching, we managed to find his base. Now we know it's definitely his base because he got confident, he peeked one of his windows and shrapnel managed to kill him. Now we sent Connor off to SIG HQ to get a thermal scanner. He then came back, we scanned the door and we got the digits 242. So Kimsey, being the genius he is, figured it out and decided to put in 2424.
It's only putting in 2 codes, so it's like 24 maybe.
Try it.
We in, boys?
That was correct.
Now we were in their base. Now unfortunately the bottom half of the base is pretty much an airlock. You can't steal anything from there. It's just a room and there's a fire pit there, and that's pretty much it. There was another staircase leading up to the second floor and that had a code lock door. Now unfortunately we couldn't use the thermal scanner on that door because the 15 minutes had passed, so we decided to pull out and leave the area and make it look like we hadn't got into their base, in the hopes that they'd come back, unlock the front door and unlock the second door so we could thermal scan the door. Now when we were leaving the area, Kimsey had a brainstorm and went back to their base to try a code.
Oh, I got in! It was 42!
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Yo, let's run back to the base, boys. Everyone to the base, everyone to the base. We headed to their base, everyone decided to get into the base, and when we were inside we found an open safe. We thermal scanned it and eventually managed to figure out the code. Now we tried that on the safe next to it and it opened that safe, and then we tried it on all of the other safes and they opened with the same code. So that was pretty lucky for us that they were stupid enough to have everything the same code. Now we had to defend the base from Swizz and any of his mates trying to take it from us, and we also had to get a vehicle over to the base so that we could load things up from the safe into the vehicle. Now I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm pretty sure a few people got disconnected from the server and I was one of them. Now when I reconnected to the server I was the only one inside the base, and when I had disconnected, one of Swizz's mates was under the base and he had some gear. Now he thought this was a great idea to push me.
Where are the guys? Where are both of them?
He's in the
One of them is outside the base.
One of them's below me and he's got a fucking SMG, so I'm
outside the base.
Yeah, outside the base, yeah. One of them is outside.
I've got a pistol.
What? Is he not dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh my god.
Oh, get him. Oh, for you now, lucky.
I traded him. I was lagging like shit and like, get fucking wrecked, mate. Now, I'm not entirely sure what happened in that situation other than the fact that I did trade with that player, but it seemed that I killed him first and then somehow there was some kind of lag and he killed me. Now, I was lagging, I had low FPS and I think I was getting like 20 frames or something for some ridiculous reason, but I'm glad that I managed to trade with him because that gave the rest of the SIG boys time to actually log into the server and lock down the base. Now, we had the task of defending the base and trying to get the loot from the safes into a vehicle.
Got a 280 slot burger and it's fairly full.
Yeah, this is a 3.
He's got a Bambi pushing up.
Good. My bag's full of shit though, Connor.
Alright. It's fine. You're fine with that.
He's rented from the base.
Got him. Wait, were they now on a 7?
Yeah.
He's not dead.
There we go. Hit with an
Oh,
M107
nice.
once in the foot. And he just started.
Who was it? Swizz?
Yeah.
Was it Bambi Kill or what?
Nah, he had gear. There's a DMR up here. Someone's there.
For some specific reason, I can only like walk.
Is he?
Fucking
if,
stairs is terrible.
There's no walls downstairs. I think they tried to remove them.
Have they? They've moved the stairs, haven't they?
No, the stairs.
Wait. The safe code is 2626.
Just
What?
what?
2626.
Is
He's
it?
got told the
Try
whole
them all,
time.
try them all.
No fucking way. If that's fucking 2626.
No,
Hang on,
so-
hang on.
no,
Someone's
stop.
got in the Ifrit.
What? I locked it.
If you got video proof, then it's fine.
Shrapnel, are you in it?
I'm in it.
Is there someone else in it?
Right, as soon as he does anything, I'll just get in his driver.
Now, it turns out that Shrapnel had left the Ifrit unlocked, and Swizz had managed to get back to his base and hopped in the driver's seat. He then proceeded to drive it to the trader, however Shrapnel managed to get in the back of the vehicle. Now, once you're in the driver's seat of a vehicle, it is technically your vehicle, so if Shrapnel was to lock that player in the vehicle and the trader, he can get banned for it. If he gets to the driver's seat and drives away with it, he can be banned for it. I don't know why that's the rule, but that's the rules on the server, and you have to follow them. Now, Swizz went on to sell that Ifrit, and he left the trader zone. Now, Shrapnel ended up killing him, and you can't do that. You can't run out of trader zone after someone and shoot them on this server, because that will result in a 48-hour ban, and Swizz complained about this, and Shrapnel was issued a 48-hour ban. Now, while we were actually looting their base, we found evidence of duping.
The middle one.
I don't see any thermoscopes.
They're like on the top, like the cup ones.
Oh yeah.
Why am I not in the fucking game, man?
I'll get you one.
my God.
I've got you one. Owen. I'll get you
That's
some.
retarded.
Yo, Nathan, grab a couple for our base.
Yeah, I got a few.
Yo,
Oh,
I need
we'll
to
get a
dump
few.
off these fucking...
Okay, you're
We need
releasing
a
that.
car.
Okay.
Are you going to tell the admin?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them and
Take a couple then tell
What,
them
the,
admin, yeah.
what are you
Take-
telling the admin?
They've been duping.
they've been duping. They got a weapon that's duping criminal scopes.
Right, okay.
So, how do we know they were duping? Well, they had a gun that was an SA-58 RIS-2. Now, this is a specific gun from the COP weapons mod, and this gun spawns with a thermal scope. Now, on this server, there's only one thermal scope that you can find, and that is a TWS. That is excluding laser designators, because they're technically not scopes, but more binoculars than scope. So how do you dupe this? Well, you get the gun. It's very rare to find, and after this occurrence, it was removed from the loot pool on this server altogether, so you cannot find this gun, or hopefully you cannot find this gun at all. But basically, this SA-58 spawns with a thermal scope. Now, you take that scope off the SA-58 and you put it in some kind of persistent storage, either a safe, a storage crate, or a tent. Now, once the server restarts, you have that gun in your hand or in a crate that isn't next to the thermal scope. It will spawn with another thermal scope on it, and then you take that, you store it, and you repeat that process until you've got 14 scopes. Now, I can prove that they had 14 scopes, but I believe they did have like 17 or so, but when I was recording and I went to the safe, a few of the members of our group took out a few of the thermal scopes. Now, what does it say in the rules? So, what do the server rules say about duping? Well, on the Arma 3 Exile server rules forum tab, there is a section that says no duping. Arma 3 is buggy, we all know that, but exploiting known or unknown bugs to gain an unfair advantage among the community is unacceptable. If you are found or seen duping items, you will be banned, no warnings, no appeals. Now I'll get to the verdict of this issue later on, but basically what happened was, obviously like I explained previously, they took the scope off and a new one had spawned on it. Now I could sympathize with them if they had two of those scopes and figured out this bug and then reported it to the admins. That's technically not duping. They found an unknown bug, they reported it. That's fair dues. Now, Arma 3 is quite buggy. That does happen quite a lot, especially with Ifrits. Ifrits seem to have a problem with Bambi uniforms. You put them in the Ifrit and it bugs it out and things start duping and spawning on the ground. But hopefully that will eventually be fixed. But if that happens to someone in our group or a player, what we do is we report it to the admins and let the admins sort it out so they know we're not intentionally abusing a unknown or known bug. Now, they had 14 of those scopes. Well, I can prove they had 14. There was about 17. I don't have screenshots of the 17 because a few of the people I was playing with took out a few of the scopes from the safe, which is unfortunate, but they definitely were intentionally duping using an unknown bug. Now, the admin who actually posted the rules dealt with this issue. Now, he was also dealing with the issue with Shrapnel killing one of their guys exiting the trader. Now, Shrapnel was issued with a 48-hour ban, which is fair dues. He broke the rules. Now, here's what happened to Swizz and this so-called duping incident. He did not receive a ban whatsoever. He got a warning, and it clearly states in the rules, you will be banned, no warnings. This is an admin who is part of the admin team, is quite well known on the server, and he has a lot of authority, yet somehow he got soft and he was like, well, yeah, you can just have a warning, when it clearly states no warnings, you will be banned. That kind of annoyed me. I'm kind of over that now because this happened a couple of weeks ago. I haven't had time to sort out a load of videos. This is a kind of late upload, so I'm kind of over it. Hopefully this doesn't happen too often on the server, but from past experiences recently, it is kind of an issue. So hopefully this gets sorted out and this stuff doesn't happen often, because if you play on a server where the admins can't follow the rules that they've set out, it's not a server you want to play on. Now, as for the whole situation, we were actually rewarded. Basically, they got a warning and we got to keep the thermal scopes. Now, this is kind of bullshit because a couple of weeks down the line, another one of the admins who didn't even interject on the issues that we were having at the time, who is part of the admin team, basically went around the server and removed these thermal scopes full stop. We got to keep them as a reward, which is kind of stupid, don't know why, but he removed all of those scopes. So the only thing we got out of this base raid was pretty much the money that we made from the safes and all this sort of crap that they had in the safes. We managed to make enough money back from what we lost from the Ifrit and other various things, but I was kind of annoyed of how the situation sort of played out with the admins and the rules. So I don't know what happens as to the future of this server. I'm still going to carry on this series, hopefully. We'll see what actually happens as time goes on, but hopefully the admins sort out their acts and hopefully that things are stated clearly, and if they wrote certain things and put certain things in place, they actually follow them, because that's kind of annoying when they write one thing and do the opposite. Now, I'm not saying all the admins are bad. There are a few admins on this server that are amazing. They are amazing. They can sympathize with you, they know what they're doing, and they follow the rules. And I like that in an admin, someone who can actually write the rules and follow them. But if you write a specific set of rules and you don't stick to them, then what's the point in those rules?
No, the guy that was at the bottom.
Someone's
Yeah.
talking, he's talking, he's at the bottom.
He's
Can
saying
someone try to find out where in the bottom?
he's in the base, is he?
Yeah, it's under here.
Look,
Right, there's a
Go on,
truck coming
Kimsey,
down
go
the
on, light
road.
him up.
Truck coming down the road. Coming down the road.
Hey!
Oh my god, Kimsey, you boss.
Right.
Get fucking shat
Right.
on.
Yo, it's a hunter and Ifrit, hunter and
Hunter
Ifrit.
and Ifrit, yeah.
They rocked up to the
They
base.
had nothing to do with us, I don't think.
Doesn't mean they're not gonna interfere.
Yeah, it's a hunter, and if it just leave them.
They've gone past, I can see.
Now, although we had these issues currently arising in this raid, it all worked out for us in the end. Eventually, we managed to get a box truck over to the base. We loaded up everything inside the safes and the storage crates into the box truck, and then we carted a few of the safes to certain bases that we all own, and then we basically used them if we needed them, or we sold them if we didn't. And we managed to gain a lot more than we lost, especially after they managed to sell the Ifrit. Now, I'm kind of over what happened because it happened quite a few weeks ago. I've been having a few computer issues, so I've been really behind on videos, so I've got a load of footage that I need to sort out, edit, and get uploaded as soon as possible. But yeah, hopefully next time I get a base raid, it's going to have a bit more action. We're going to have a bit more fun, because this wasn't all that fun. It was a base raid. It was great, but it could have gone a little bit better.